everybody.
Hello.
Yeah, welcome. I have a question for you. Do you know what makes your party great? Any suggestion?
People.
People? What else? Just
Food.
people?
Food.
Some rules that you have to follow, traffic rules.
Rules? Party rules?
Yeah, and then any suggestions?
Music.
Music? Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, well, all what you mentioned is important, but there is most important thing today I'm going to mention, and today I'm going to talk about it, which is how we can plan and organize our party to make it a great party. I'm going to talk about what we should do as preparation for party, and how we can welcome our guests, and what we should do to take care of our guests during the party, and how we can fire well our guests. The preparation. What the host should do for preparations. The first step is you should make a clear invitation stating whether your party is formal or casual. In that case, your guest, he will be prepared and know what he's going to wear and what his expectation for this party. And you should include RCVP in your party, and this RCVP means that guest should respond by stating he's going to come to your party or not. Also, you should state the arrival time for your party. The other point, you should prepare the list carefully, and when you prepare your list carefully, you will know how many guests you are going to come to your party and who are those guests. In that case, you know what kind of food you are going to serve and how much food you are going to serve. And you should serve kind of food that work for all your guests. In this picture, we can see this variety of food in this party, and this party must be successful because there is variety of food, and it will work for all the guests. We can see the vegetable, and we can see meat and different kind of food. The other point for preparation, you should know how can you arrange your table. And this is different from one party to other. Today I'm going to give example about formal dinner party. And we can see in this diagram, you should put the dinner plate in the middle, and if you wish, you can put a decorative charger plate underneath it, and you should put in the upper left corner the butter plate, and lower left corner you should put the forks, and napkin can be folded beside the forks, or it can be put under the forks. Also, this arrangement for the fork. A dessert fork nearest to the plate, and in middle dinner fork, and away the salt fork. In lower right corner, we can see the knife, and you should note that the knife cutting blade is toward dinner plate, and the spoons arranged in this way: teaspoon, then the soap spoon is away. In upper right corner, we can see the different size of glasses. The nearest to the plate, we can see water goblet, and in middle we can see red wine, and outside we can see white wine, if you want to serve different kind of the drinks. The second part, how you can welcome your guests. You should know that often in most of the party, you are the common person between all guests. You are only person mostly the guest knows. That's why you should receive all your guests at the door with wide smile. That thing that will make your guest feel relaxed and comfortable. And to do that, you should finish all party detail as soon as possible before your party start. In that case, you will have chance to greet your guest at the door. Other point, you should prepare a place for their belongings. For example, sofa or room. And you should escort your guest to the drop zone. If you are busy to welcoming other guests, simply you can ask or appoint someone to help you out in that. You should introduce your guests to each other. and match people with common interest. For example, two young ladies with little kids at the same age. In that case, they will have chance to get conversation started, and you can encourage conversation between them. And after small talk, and few minutes, you can excuse yourself politely to greet the other guest. You should stay. The other point during the party. What you should do during the party? Your party started. You should stay calm and relaxed. Otherwise, it will be a beer in your face, and your guest will wonder what's going on with you. And you will, of course, you will be worried. Sorry. We can see in this picture how the host check the guest need, and we can see how the host filling the empty glass for one of his guests. And this is the thing you should do. You should check your guest need, for example, by filling empty glass. Address the accident, or like, for example, food or drink spill with smile, and you should accept sincere apology with graciousness. And you don't be upset if one of your guests spill the food in one of your table. You should make sure that nobody sitting alone. If you find any one of your guests sitting alone, simply you can bring him to the group or ask him for the help to avoid like bad to avoid that he will feel bad experience or negative experience in your party. Other point, you should be prepared for sticky situation. There's many sticky situation. Today I'm going to list some of them. Early guest. If one of your guests came 10 minutes earlier, you can seat him and excuse yourself. Other one is barking. You should make sure that all of your guests bark in an appropriate place to avoid getting in trouble with your neighbor, and will call the police. Other problem is uninvited guest. If an uninvited guest came to your party, you should makes him or her feel welcome, and try to accommodate him with the food and drinks. If one of your guests bring with him an invited guest, you should address the situation with him few days after the party finish. Lingering guest. For guests who don't want to leave, you can make indirect hint by offering cup of coffee, blowing out the candle, turn off the music, gathering their belongings, or offer to package some of the food to take it home. After all that, if you didn't want to leave, you can directly and politely state and say that thanks for your coming. It's getting late. I have many things to do. I can walk you to the car or the door. Finally, farewell your guest. You should appreciate and thank your guest while you walk them to the door. And it would be nice if you mentioned a specific conversation you had with them during the party. Other point, if one of your guests drank excessively, you are legally responsible.
It's okay. Just keep going.
Yeah, you are legally responsible for damage or injury as a result of the drink that were served in your party. That's why you should call a cab or find a place for him to stay a night at your house.
It's just keep
Yeah.
going.
Conclusions. To make your party great, you should know how to prepare well. You should welcome your guests properly, and you should take care of your guests and don't forget them during the whole party. And finally, you should know how to farewell guests. Thank you for listening, and I hope for further information you can look at the reference that I provided in the presentation. Exceed. More than 10 minutes?